Alright, welcome back to World Drum Club everyone. I'm Kalani. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I use the RC505 loop station and how you can set it up to have different length loops in the same song, and how you can not only set it up different length loops, but you can set up a free slot so you can define the loop length while you're doing your performance. So you can have a measure loop, you could have a half a measure loop, you could have a 8 measure loop, different loop lengths, but you can do that on the fly. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and show you where you can set the loop length for different tracks ahead of time. So if you've got something simple like a rhythm instrument and you want to have 1 measure loop, you can do that. And then if you want to have a chord progression, for example, and you want to have a 4-bar loop or 4 measure loop, you can do that ahead of time. So the way you do that is you go to your edit bar, you hit the edit button on a track, and this will say track 1. I know this is a little bit hard to read. I'm going to read it for you. It says track 1, and then you hit the arrow on the right above the right edit buttons. Hit it about 8 times, and it'll say measure. And now I have this set to 1. Now I can change this with the memory value knob. If I go to the right or clockwise, it's going to increase it. If I go counterclockwise, it'll decrease it. And if I go all the way, it'll start on auto. It says auto here. And then if I do 1 notch up, it says free. And we're going to talk about that in a second. That's how you set any loop length on the fly. And then it starts at 1/16th note, 16th note loop. That's a really short loop. 8th note, quarter note, half note, and then 1 measure. So I've already preset track number 2 or looper 2 to 2 measures. I've set looper 3 to 4 measures. And then I've set looper 4 and 5 to free. And I'm checking that, of course, by hitting the edit button right here at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and record things into the first 3 loop spaces here. Things that are appropriate for those measure lengths, and then we will move on and we'll look at how to use the free loop length in tracks 4 and 5. All right, so let's start off with something super basic. How about we'll do a shaker, and then I'll put in a block, and then I'm going to put in the ukulele. So shaker's in track 1, 1 bar long, and then I'm going to do the woodblock in track 2, and that'll be 2 bars long, and the ukulele in track 3, that'll be 4 bars long. So here we go. Okay, so that's a pretty good use of those length loops. You know, so if something's simple, you don't want to take a lot of time and record shaker for 4 bars because it's basically a 1 bar loop. You could even do that a half a bar or 1 beat. But you know, 1 bar, pretty quick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. Now let's look at 4 and 5, right? I said those are free, those are open. If I want to do a super short loop, let's say I do want to just do like a 1, well, say 2 beat loop, like a half note loop. Let's do that with the sleigh bells. It is that time of year. So I'm just going to start this. I'm going to start the looper, and then I'm going to stop it. I'm going to hit it, 2, go. So 1, 2, loop it. And we'll see if we can do that. Let's get that going. Now, if I hit the edit button on track 4 now, and I look at measure, it has a half note there. So that means that's the length of the loop that I just set. I had it 2 beats, 1, 2, boom. 1 and 2, actually. Or 1, 2. That's what I'm looking at. So it was 2 beats, all right, half note. Now let's say if I want to do a longer loop on the fly, let's play the flute. I'm going to play the flute and do a flute loop. And I'll just play for a while and then I'll loop it. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to be, but I'll just, make it as long as I want. Because it's a free loop. And let's get some reverb on this and we'll go. So, oh, hello. Come out of the cave, Kalani. Okay, now let's see how long that was. And we can do that by hitting the edit button above track 5, where I just put the flute. And it is 8 measures. So it says 8 right here. Again, I know it's kind of hard to see for you guys, but it says 8. So I have an 8-bar loop. I have an 8-bar loop on the flute. I have a 4-bar loop on the ukulele. I have a 2-bar loop on the woodblock. I have a 1-bar loop on the shakere. And yeah, that was not really super precise. And I have a 1/2 bar loop on the sleigh bells. So there you go. We've got from a 1/2 bar, a half note, to a measure, 2 measures, 4 measures, 8 measures, all going in the looper at the same time. That's how you set it up. If you guys want to contact me directly, you can do that at patreon.com/Kalani. Of course, we appreciate you being here on World Drum Club. If you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. You can email me through my website, kalanimusic.com. Of course, support us at Patreon if you can. Join over there. You get a little bit more access to more videos and more things, including full courses on drumming, ukulele, flute, music, all kinds of good stuff. And I appreciate that. You guys leave your kind and helpful comments below. If you have any questions, the best way is really to try to get your questions to me directly, because I won't always see them in the comments. But thanks for being here. As always, we appreciate your support. This is World Drum Club. I'm Kalani. Thanks for watching.